Hello and welcome to episode number 5 of the podcast experience. I'm here today with Valeria Mazzei. Welcome. And we will talk today about Venus Karma. So we'll bring you all things business today. And I'm looking forward to learn more about Venus Karma. I'm your host, Marco Bindernagel, and let's take it away. Valeria, tell us a bit more about yourself.
First of all, thank you so much for having me here. It's my pleasure. My name is Valeria Mazzei, as you said. I just turned 20 years old.
Wow, okay. Congratulations.
Thank you. And I started my brand, Venus Karma, in 2016.
Okay.
So I was 16 years old and I just arrived here in Qatar, knowing nothing and not even English, imagine.
So where did you came from?
So Italy. I'm Italian, and I've been living in different parts of Italy, but the main city was Milan, and that's where I came from to Qatar. And I think that Milan definitely shaped the way I am today as well. When I came to Doha, I tried to get that influence that I got from Milan and just use it here.
Wow, okay. At an age of 16 years old.
Yeah.
So I imagine you still went to school at the time.
Oh yeah, I was in high school. And actually here in Qatar, because I didn't know English, the first year I couldn't even go to school. So that also gave me time to really look at myself and see where I wanted to be, how I wanted to be, and what to do. So I really do believe that everything happens for a reason. So all the experiences that I had really shaped Venus Karma and Valeria.
Okay. Speaking about Venus Karma, where does the name come from?
Yes, so Venus is the goddess of beauty, prosperity, victory. I really fell in love with her as soon as I found her through Roman mythology. Some issues that I found on internet because I used to study Latin in high school in Italy.
I needed to do that as well.
Yeah, so I was passionate about it, and I was searching, and then I found Venus. Also, I loved it because we shared the same initial. So I was like, and for a 16 years old, that's cool. And then karma, because I really do believe in karma, and my whole business started because of karma. I do believe so.
In what way?
In a way that, unfortunately, after a tragic event that happened in my family, with the death of my grandma, she was in fashion for her whole life, and she was actually the biggest inspiration. So after this event, my mom and I decided to pay kind of a tribute to her and start something together.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and that's why Venus Karma is so dear to me, and it's my baby.
So a 4-year-old fashion label, fashion brand already at age of 20 years old. Very good. Can you tell us a bit more about the style? Where is it inspired from? You said you grew up mainly in Milan. Yeah,
so that's why Venus Karma had a bit of transition as I grew up. So as I was growing up, also the brand was evolving. And we started with a luxury handbags collection, which, because I was in love with the leather and the details of the handbags, I wanted to create something new. And we did the whole production in Italy. I was super excited to start off like that. But then I found that it was very hard for me to sell. Because
in Italy?
In Qatar. Yeah, because no one knew me. I was going to sell on Instagram. Quite a luxury product. So it was weird, So I went through that process as well, that I had to actually redimension my world. And I switched to streetwear. Which is what I do now as well.
And was it from the beginning clear to you that you want to sell via Instagram or Facebook at the time? Or
no, absolutely. I think that when I came here to Qatar, I understood that Instagram was the main platform. And actually it was funny because it was between Snapchat and Instagram. And in Italy, for example, it wasn't such a big deal.
Instagram.
Especially Snapchat, no one had it. So when I came here, I was totally jumped in a different world. And so I was like, okay, you know what? These platforms here work very well. Let me try. And so that's why I started off on Instagram.
Interesting. And was it like, how did you approach it? Was it via DM people could order, or?
Yeah, so it's basically, since the first day, I'm still using the same approach.
Okay.
And that's what I think that makes Venus Karma unique in a way, because I really like to pay attention to details, but not only on the product themselves, but on my public relations with the clients. Okay. So since the first day, I tried to be, to give a great customer service, that the clients could see me as more of a informal figure, more of like a friend. And that's what I like, because I really value that the clients think that I'm trustworthy, that I'm friendly. That's what I really want them
to be approachable, even as a
very
founder.
Approachable. Yes, because I'm very social, I'm very open in my real life, so why not have that as well in my brand?
Yeah, definitely. I think to keep it authentic is a very good idea. And speaking of your customers, who is your customer in Qatar? How does Venus Karma and the streetwear fit in Doha? Qatar?
My audience is very wide. And I think because selling customized streetwear, so not only pieces that I make and then someone buys it like that. No, I customize. So I provide the empty, let's say, the blank canvas. That's how I like to describe it. So t-shirts, hoodies, sweaters, caps, everything that you can imagine. And then you can customize it with your design, with both printing or embroidery. And this allows people of every age, every background, everything to customize it and buy it. Yeah, because it makes it unique for the person.
So basically what you offer them is, what you said, a canvas to put their design on.
Yes.
There's not so much you design and then sell, is that right?
So on the other side, I do my own designs. So I recently launched a collaboration collection with another fashion designer here in Qatar. And we did the big event, and I was very happy that after 4 years that I was working on Venus Karma, I was able to celebrate it with this big event and this collection that I think shows my evolution as well. Because we started to use premium fabrics, have a product that is going to a very high quality setting. So
I mean, at a very young age, you did already 4 years of business in Doha. I almost don't dare to ask, but how do you see Doha? How is it doing business here from a point of view, 16, 17, now 20 years old?
I think it was such a blessing that I was in Qatar, because I thought that if I was in Italy, maybe it wouldn't have worked, anything that I did.
And why?
Because I found here a very supportive community, very open. People are much more approachable, and they actually want to help and support, do collaborations, also because it's a very small scale.
Small community,
of community. In Italy, probably I could be one of like more than 1,000, right? Here, it's small, so even for competition, my brand, it's very hard to have a competitor because I do customized. And yes, you can find other places where you can customize, but it's completely different, I think.
In what way is it different?
In the way of quality, again, the customer service. Venus Karma now is a brand with a name. So you don't have a customized t-shirt from nowhere. It's Venus Karma. So, of course, creating a community around, all the brand awareness, it's a name now.
We always say when we talk about brands, people buy into something, right? They want to be a tribe member, they want to be a part of that brand. When they buy a Venus Karma t-shirt, sweater, hoodie, what does that stand for?
That's a very interesting question. Because it's not like a collection that I make, but because they customize, I think they enter into a community where they can express themselves.
Okay.
So anything that passes through their mind and they want to show it off to the public, they put it on Venus Karma, a t-shirt or hoodie. And it's a freedom that people like to have as well.
Okay.
And it's really the essence of the brand. Make people express themselves.
And be individual.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Unique. Yeah.
Is there something that you would say to your younger version and said, if I would have known this at 16, 17 years old? I mean, it's just 3 years back.
Yes.
But is there something that you would say I've already learned I would do differently?
Definitely to do not procrastinate, because you're gonna do things anyway, like you have to do them. But no, for sure, what I always think is you should really believe in what you're doing. Might sound cliche, but it's really at the base of what I do every day. You have to have that vision, keep that in mind, and stay focused. Because, you know, sometimes I consider Venus Karma as an art process, right? An artistic experience. So you have those ups and downs in the
Every
process.
business does.
Everything, right? Every business. And also, I really love a quote that says, there is no painting without pain.
Okay, good.
I love it. So it's an emotional process that there's the ups and downs, and I love that. Okay. I really value every up, but especially every down that push me up again.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Why is it that you value the downs more?
Because it's really where I can find room for improvement, and I value really any feedback as well. So it's really the moment where I'm facing what I should be, where I should be, and I'm not yet. So it really makes me a better person, because all this business process, and because I'm so young, it makes me evolve also in a person that I want to be.
And I think it keeps you real as well. Not to be delusional about what is happening.
Exactly.
Starting a business at 16 years old, everything will be successful and everyone will love it. Sometimes it's very hard, very good to experience the hardships as well. So it's good to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love
Has
that.
there been any mentor or any bigger person in your life who said, I really got inspired beside your grandmom and your mom, I guess?
No, absolutely. My number one mentor, coach, life teacher, business teacher, everything is my mother.
Okay.
And there is no one else. She's really incredible in the way she teaches me and she supports me. Okay. So that's what I want to touch as well in the topic, is that I have a very supportive family, which I'm very grateful of. So, and that's where I think really lies as well the success, let's say, that I'm having with the brand. Yeah. Having supportive circle is extremely important.
Good. That's really great to hear. And I think, I don't want to say it's sometimes missing, but it definitely facilitates if you know there's somebody has your back.
Yeah, so, especially when you're young. I mean, at 16 years old, you don't have funds to invest into a business. Yeah. So of course, my parents has helped me also financially, definitely. Yeah. And then slowly by slowly, I was able to invest with my own money.
Yeah. For profits that you made.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And I think this is a very healthy way to build a business, because you can only do so much with the money that you have, right? So what are your plans in terms of growing when we speak already about it?
Yeah, so I'm currently working on my e-commerce. I think it's essential to...
Beyond Instagram?
Yeah. Okay. Even though I love Instagram and how it works, I feel like I'm so close to the person when they text me in DMs, because in the end that's how they order. Yeah. Just text me, I want to have this and that, and I'm talking even for 30 minutes with the client because it's customized, so it's not as straightforward. Okay. I have to actually help the client understand where will be put the quote and how it will look. Sending the mock-ups of every design, you know. So there's a lot of work behind what people see, and usually they only see the surface, you know. But
How will you translate this personal relationship into e-commerce and people buying maybe online?
Yeah, so this e-commerce that I'm creating, definitely I have kind of like a informal bio of myself. I want to really show who's behind this.
Okay.
And as always, because Venus Karma and Valeria, it's really like something together that is growing together and everything. I really want to always associate myself with the brand in a straightforward way.
Okay.
So yes, the website is going to be like very straightforward as well, easy, and I am, on Shopify you can add, for example, your WhatsApp number.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to do as well.
Okay.
So that will allow me to have a much closer connection to the person.
You see it as a challenge to keep up that one-on-one that you have maybe sometimes with your clients, and then growing and scaling, you won't be able maybe to do that.
Yeah, scaling is a challenge that I'm facing actually at the moment, and I'm thinking how I can scale in the right way. And definitely, because at the moment I do everything except some like paperwork and stuff that my mother has to do because I'm not 21 yet and stuff. So I think that I will have to have a team where really will follow my core values and really understand what the brand is about.
Okay. You say at the moment you take care of most of it.
Yeah, everything.
Marketing, sales, production, design, everything.
That's a challenge.
Okay. And you produce is it yourself? Do you have third parties who help you?
Yeah.
How does production process work?
I produce outside Qatar.
Okay.
And I go actually outside Qatar almost like 8 months. Every 8 months I go there to do market research, to have really the best product at all times.
Nice.
Also when I have very big orders for companies, because now I'm working as well B2B.
Is that uniforms or?
Yes, uniforms for coffee shops, restaurants, entities, really anything. So I have to fly, have my business trip and do some research, which I love, honestly. At the moment, I'm really enjoying everything that I do. And
would you say it always stays customizable? Or you said you launched already your first collection. You say you want to do more of that so people can actually buy directly?
What I want to do is keep the brand as it has always kind of been. So do my customization, but as well the collections. And that's what I've been doing, like the tropical shirts, the summer collection coming soon. So on the side, I've always been able to do actually what I want, because I want to express also myself. I feel like there should be a balance between people expressing themselves through my products, but also me. So that's how it is.
Would you say for now you plan to stay in Qatar with your brand, or you want to launch beyond the country borders?
I really love Qatar, and really my experience was amazing. So, and that's where my brand is still like growing and developing. Of course, I didn't reach a place where I'm satisfied. No,
of course not.
Absolutely. So definitely I want to stay here, and I would love to start university here as well, which is of course an option that I didn't exclude at all. And I would love to have a challenge for myself to both do university and the business. So
speaking of university, how do you think this could help you personally pushing Venus Karma forward? Or is that more of a plan B, university?
No, I think that, look, when I look at the education system, I have a very personal approach to it, to the fact that everything that I learned during my IB, which is high school, it's what I apply to my life. to my real life of everything, right? So I think that going to university while doing my brand would help me so much, because all the knowledge I will apply directly to my brand, and that, inshallah, will help grow it even more.
Do you already know what you're planning to study?
Yeah, so my dream was to study fashion business management.
Okay.
Here in Qatar, I don't think there is. I think there's more like fashion design, which is what I'm going for, because honestly, I think that I'm starting to know well how business is working, and you can always improve it by yourself and through experience. But fashion designing is also something that you need to learn, even at the table with the book, you know, drawing and stuff, things that I've never done.
Okay.
So having like a fashion company and never studied fashion is a bit, you know, I need to start.
Don't you think it's possible?
Depends what you do.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that the customization, you just need to have a good eye and a good sense of, not fashion, but like good taste.
Okay.
For if you want to start like more elegant products, or like not even elegant, but just like going at the tailor, you know, doing the all the design with the measurement and stuff, it's a bit more tricky to do without knowing. But I've been experiencing it during my collection in collaboration, and I'm just starting to understand how that works.
Okay. Okay.
And I definitely need some design course for sure.
Okay. So you think it would help you?
Definitely, yes.
Okay. Good. I mean, brilliant story until now, I would say. Started at a young age, now 20 years already, bit of experience in business, in fashion. Maybe now the next step, university, to even grow the brand even further.
Yes, I'd love
Are there any plans short term that you, or maybe you do already, sell outside Qatar?
Yes, absolutely. Actually, I would love to sell outside Qatar in the GCC countries.
Okay.
I would love to expand as my first step. My first goal should be, going to our neighbors. That's for sure. And then I'd love Europe.
Okay. Back to Italy?
Maybe more UK.
Okay.
Yeah. Also,
why is that?
Also because I found that more, well, these are just statistics from my brand, but more Arabs, let's say, tends to like to customize their products more.
Okay.
Some statistics that I just looked at it.
Why do you think that is?
Well, they love unique, I guess.
Okay.
Like, let's talk about maybe Qataris, right? Because we're in Qatar. They definitely love unique things for them. Have that thing that is just made for them, customized for them.
One piece.
One piece only, limited edition, right? And I think that there's kind of that mentality here, more than in Italy, for example.
Okay.
I haven't seen that wide in this society.
Okay.
So, London, well, it's populated.
Yes.
So why not going to another hub, which is similar,
but with high competition, I guess.
High competition, yes. I've started some market research, but it's very hard for me to do it while I'm here. Yeah. So I'm trying to build like a team in UK that actually helps me doing some market research.
Okay.
But I definitely would love to explore and even see my competition. Why not? You can always learn.
Of course. Is there any let's say marketing initiative in Qatar that you've launched to say this was in particular successful, or is it word of mouth mainly?
In my collections, you mean?
A collection, or also for the customizable.
Oh well, yes. Actually, the senior hoodies.
How do you gain new clients?
Yes. Everything through Instagram, by the way. I think that the event that I made
was a big one.
Yes, it was a big one that really gave me much more exposure. But one item that is always like never ending that I make is the senior hoodies.
Okay.
So actually, I don't do senior jackets. I do hoodies.
Okay.
I gave this variant, which people are still able to customize it, but I'm giving more of like a standard design.
Okay.
And people are liking it. And I love to see like entire classes of seniors wearing my hoodies.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I wish you all the best. We'll wrap this up at this stage. Thank you for visiting us today.
Absolutely.
For sharing your experience already. I think there are a few young entrepreneurs maybe out there in Qatar and throughout the region who get inspired even at a young age to start.
And that's what keeps me forward, by the way. Like it wasn't never in my plan really to inspire people. I was just doing my thing. And then when it was out there on Instagram, I started receiving some like messages from young people. So they're saying, "Oh, you really inspire me." And I was like, "Oh wow, like that's very nice."
I think it's nice if it happens on the side, but this maybe it shouldn't be your main goal, because if you focus on your brand and building a business for you and taking care of your customers, and this is something super valuable that I think some people unfortunately miss sometimes, because without them, brands are nothing.
Absolutely,
so
absolutely.
Take care of your roots, take care of the base of your brand, and the rest will follow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I hope you liked that video. Oh, thank you. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, please give the video a like, subscribe to our channel for more interesting and inspiring content. Comment down below what you would like us to post. Don't miss out on any of our videos by turning on the notifications on our channel. Somewhere here, I guess. You can find all our social media links in the description below. Make sure to keep yourself updated with our content. See you in the next video.